Hello everyone. Now I give this week's teaching, the Bardo Thodol number 8. In the morning, I just review the Chinese vision. I found out that, wow, there's a lot of stories involved. The most interesting, I review my English, the Chinese vision, the Bardo Thodol. It is, I talk about the concept of previous body, not previous life. It's very, very interesting. So I want to start today's teaching from this word. Why we call, there's a term we call the previous body. Actually, previous body means our subtle body, the energy body when we pass away. It's totally different with the word previous life. Previous life is this life. We're still alive, so this life is our current life. But if we pass away, at that time you think about now, so this current life we call previous life. But previous body is not the body now we have. Previous body is exactly the word, actually we can say temporary word, to describe the body when we passed away. We get it. But actually, technically, the body we cannot acquire, we cannot get immediately we pass away. Because at that time, we didn't realize we are passing away. We still think, oh, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. But you will find it out. At that time, the body you have is totally different with the life as the meat and blood body. Why? Because that kind of body has a superpower to transfer to everywhere immediately, except the future's mom's womb and the Bodhigayas, the throne of Buddha enlightenment. And you will find out if somebody, when they're still alive, somebody gets some, I don't know how to say, the bad character. For example, they cannot speak frequently, they cannot say, they cannot hear, or they cannot touch, whatever. But the body, after they pass away, they all get this power. I mean, they can say very clearly. They can understand whatever languages they speak to them. But this kind of perverse body, we cannot acquire immediately after we pass away. Because at that time, we didn't realize we are passed away, we are dead. We still think we still alive because you can saw the families, you can saw your house, you can saw your business or your jewelries or your what blah blah, the stuff belong to you. You just find it out, you get this superpower. So at that time, you're so happy. So actually, this is the first emotion when we pass away. Then that happiness will go immediately because you find it out. You try to touch your wife, touch your husband. You try to wake up your son and daughter, but they didn't give you any response. You try to drive your car. You try to open your door. No way. So you find out, wow, what it is. You get some upside idea, upside emotion. And then that upside will change quickly into the anger. You feel angry because you found it out, wow, all my deposit was destroyed by somebody else. My house was sold by the auction house. What blah, blah, blah. All the things, all the guys, all the ladies, you think belongs to you, now gone. So the anger, you cannot control it. That kind of anger we call the poison afterlife. So anger is not, or upside, it's not just belongs to our human bodies. Actually, the anger and upside emotion belong to our mind. It's not just belong to our human body, because it's a very good example that we give up this human body, we still get a chance to get anger, to be angry, to be upset, to be jealous. And this kind of poison emotion made our man very heavy. And for some extraordinary point, this kind of made us lose our conscience, falling asleep. Not just those kind of falling asleep, I mean the consciousness when they pass away. Yeah, they still get a chance falling asleep. But it's very, very dangerous, because if they falling asleep, we will find it out, we missed the golden opportunity. The Buddha or the protector save us. But actually, in fact, the consciousness, we passed away. There's a lot of opportunity. We lose our, we falling asleep, we can say, falling asleep. And this kind of falling asleep, for the ordinary person, maybe several weeks. But for the Dhamma practitioner, maybe several hours. It depends on your strength of your mind. So the training on your mind is very, very important. But back to the topic of the perverse body, we can say why I use the body words, not just the perverse mind, because it is the body. Maybe not a concept, ordinary concept of meat and blood body, but still it is a body. So that means it's not just your mind. Your mind is the inside, is the core point. But outside still is the energy ball. It's the energy ball. And this kind of energy ball have the form exactly same with our meat and blood body. Yeah. If you're a white guy, your subtle body is still a white guy. If you're a black guy, still the black guy. Why? Because you think you should be that kind of thing. Right? I'm a Tibetan, so I'm a Tibetan, like this one. You find it all is different with some Chinese, or different with some guys. Why? Because you think you should be that formation. So the perverse body got this kind of formation. Now question comes, for a Dhamma practitioner, we should think about that we are the deities. For example, I practice Yamataka, the Manjushri Yamataka. So we should think about first we are the Yamataka. And then when we climb up the high level, we are the Manjushri. Then we are Buddha. But at least you are not Jiangyang. You are not a human body. This is the minimum level. We should always think about this. Our Tantrayana call this state, we call sit-up state. First, you should set up that stage that you realize that you are the Buddha. You are, at least you are Bodhisattvas. You are not just a common person. If you think you are always a common person, no way, you cannot train yourself as a good Dhamma practitioner. Because if you always think you are common guys, it's far away from the status of Buddha. So those kind of realizations very, very important. It's not just you think about that, no. Maybe when they still alive, you heard about that. Oh, that crazy Lama said, I'm a Buddha. No, I'm not Buddha. I'm a bad guy. I'm do a blah 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 thing. I speak a blah 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 things. I think about blah 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 blah. So it's far away from being a Buddha. Accept this fact, but we should try to transfer our bad karma, our bad speech, our bad body action, our bad mind into the pure one, then into the Buddha state. Maybe you just think about it, it's just thinking, but actually, when they pass away, when they give up this human body, you will find it out immediately, like what I said. If you realized you are Buddha, or at least you are Bodhisattvas, so you will find it out your perverse body, like Bodhisattvas, like those this Avalokiteshvara, like a case. It's a crown, curved hair, the jewelries, the clothes so beautiful, so charming, the eyes so pure. Yeah, the fingers so soft, the skin so smooth. Yeah, you find it out, you get this perverse body. Why? Because this kind of perverse body is the combination of your own mind and combination of your own energy. And this kind of energy, always you bring it. Even we give up this human meat and blood body, you still get this energy ball around your mind. Yeah, Chinese called qi, Indian called prana. So Western also called prana. Prana, this means the life energy. Why we always carry the ball of life energy, the ball of prana? Because when they passed away, our human body get released, this prison broken. There is two prana direction. The outside prana go up, going up. The inside prana going down. So that's why we cannot move the remains of our families if they pass away within the first 3 days, because the inside prana still going down. Outside prana still going down. The inside still going up. But for the other person, the outside prana go very quickly. For the senior lady or senior guy, just several. So you can hear the sound like chickens. So that means the outside prana already out of through the left and right channels, through the nostrils. You can find it out. Every person, when they pass away, they will get this one. So that means the earth's energy go to the water energy go into the fire then go into the wind, and then boom, out of the two nostrils. So you ask doctor to check, go to the hospital emergency. The hospital says, oh, I'm sorry, that guy passed. Sign the death declaration. But actually, for us, that guy's still alive. At least within the 3 days. Because the inner prana still go. Move very slowly. Why? Because the inner prana going the central channels. Going the central channels. But the central channels for the ordinary person is blocked. The bottom, the part is blocked. The crown part also blocked. So even such block, but still can move within 3 days, very slowly, chakra by chakra, chakra by chakra, chakra by chakra, until the heart chakra. We move to the heart chakra, the central channel just like a bowl. this part. Hold this because there's a channel. There's a note. Go this way, go this way, go this way, go this way. Then there's two sub-channels. One go to throat. The main part, you can say 7% part going to this heart. Some percent, 10% going to throat. Another 20% going to the crown, the brain. Then the three chakras works. Three chakras works. And for the Dharma practitioner, that kind of works the last 7 days, even 49 days. I know some very high Lama is the 90 days, 3 months, 100 days. Yeah. I know one of the Banchan got 2 years. Within the 2 years, still, we can say still alive. The hair grow very long, the nails grow very long. And there's some drop from, like water from us. Yeah. The skin very soft, but it gets swallowed. That Banchan is not now current Banchan, previous Banchan. It's very tall, taller than me. 195, almost 2 meters. It's grow, it's swallows, like a kid. Yeah. So during those 3 days for the ordinary person, or during those 7 days or 49 days for the Dharma practitioner, there's a lot of vision coming out. What kind of vision? That is the vision of this mandala. I give teaching for the details, right? There's several several circles, we can say. Those whole mandala, we can say 3 circles. Like our mandala, you can say, this outside circles. So we walked, that means we already walk into this mandala. Then this, the middle one, the middle, is the second circles. And inside is the core circles, the middle circles. So we can say the outside one, the medium one, the inside one. It's the speech concept. For the Bardo's teaching, actually, we can say different circle of mandala appear at different stage. At different stage. At the first 3 days, because that first 3 days is so important, because that guy didn't go away completely, because still the inner prana move on, still get some movement inside. So we can say still alive. But the concept of a Dharma practice. At this stage, that guy, in front of that guy, they are all pure light. Pure light. First day is the pure 5 colors rainbow light. Just a light. I combine them together. If that guy not so serious background, like killing person or killing a lot of animals, so it means that guy can hold to catch up that light. But if that guy kill some, killing person is very hard. Kill the animals, we can say, is common. Or kill the babies is common. So that means that guy should fall asleep very easily. So that means he or she will lose opportunity to catch up those 5 colors golden opportunity to catch up the 5 colors rainbow. The first day. The second day is separated. The 5 colors light separated each other. First is the blue one. That is a representative of the central Buddha, Bujana. And then is the white one, it's the medicine Buddha. Then Ranasabha, yellow one. Then the red one is Amitabha. Then blue one. The green one is the Amangashidi. So 5 we call 5 prana Buddha. It's called 5 prana Buddha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's second day. The third day, they all write it out. It's not just like a rainbow. It's write it out like a very big bowl. Then it's write it out like a lot of the cup of light. Then the cup broken like a lot of drop, like water drop. It's write it out. It's write it out. And that consciousness, I mean that guy who passed away, like a consciousness, just within all of those jobs. It's the very tiny jobs. Job of light. So if that guy, past the guy, is a Dharma practitioner or a little bit skilled Dharma practitioner, he or she will realize that this kind of job or this kind of cup of light or bowl of light is the Buddha himself. If he or she can realize that fact, he or she don't need to do anything, just to keep that state. Keep that state of realization that the light is Buddha himself. Then that Buddha light will absorb his or her the drop of light. Like this one. Absorbed this drop of light. Then he or she get liberated, get saved. Within those 3 days. Because within those 3 days, somebody lasts the 7 days, 1 week. The karma of that guy didn't affect any consciousness. There's no karma works. If you can realize, by the previous teaching, if you can realize that those kind of ocean of light are Buddha, then keep that state. You can wait. Then the Buddha will save us, absorb us. Then we can liberate. Because at this first 3 days, you are conscious out of your human body. Give up the human body. But at that time, you just feel happiness because you get superpower. You can go everywhere. You can pass the wall, you can pass the mountains, you can pass the rock, the oceans, the lake. So, wow, I'm a super guy. You feel so happy. You get freedom. You can change very big size. You can throw a very smaller size. So you feel so happy. But after 3 days, you will find it out, like I have said, a lot of things changed. You will realize, wow, I'm died. All the money I lost, all the women I lost, all the luxury house, luxury car, I just lost. I cannot catch up anything, even a tiny clothes. So if you're upset, if you're angry, if you're so jealous for this, then with this kind of poison emotion, the karma coming again. With that karma coming again, you walk into the second Bardo. Yeah, we call vision Bardo. So your perverse body, by this kind of poison of your bad emotion, of angry or jealous or what it is, you get heavy. You get heavy, not so light. You get heavy. Then the Buddha light, the country, change their forms into the vision, into exactly the Buddha's form, not just like a pure light. But this kind of Buddha's form have very huge size. The large one is like a universe. The medium one like the Kalashi, you know Kalashi? Yeah, mountain mirror, Kalashi. The smaller one, even the smaller one, like a 20-story, the condominium, like our condominium, 20 stories. So, wow, it's so huge. You're very scared. Why you feel scared? One reason, because the Buddha size is so huge. Another inside reason is the karma already following us, try to catch me up. because the karma got infection on us, our consciousness. So you feel scared. You try to escape. You run. You miss a second opportunity to be saved by Buddha. And that running will last another 1 or 2 weeks. During that process, the Buddha changed their form. Not just like the peaceful Buddha, change their form like a wrathful. Because peaceful Buddha still get a light body. The difference, just the size is very huge, but still very charming, peaceful. Yeah, it's smelling. There's no fire, just the light. But 3 weeks passed, the wrathful deity is coming. The wrathful one. Why we call wrathful? Not just to get angry face, get very big teeth. Not just by this. The most important thing is their body is made of the light and fire. Not just pure light. It's fire. It's a large fire, like do a fire puja, so big. And all the body was made of the big fire. And this kind of fire body get very large sounds. Oh, hey, baby, hey. This one, so scared. And there's a lot of ritual instruments, very big, like knife, sword, those ones. And those kind of ritual instruments can get off more extreme fire. And you find it out by our karma. You find it out those kind of wrathful deities. It's not to save us, try to kill us. Actually, it's wrong idea. Yeah, they try to save us. But because we have the bad karma, and at that state, bad karma get infection on us. So we feel, they try to catch us. So we try to run, escape again. And that kind of escape missed our third opportunity to be saved. So we walk into the 7 days. Yeah, it's 30, 35. If we cannot stop ourselves, they will find it out. Finally, there's just 2 deities. One is Mahagala for the peaceful conclusion. One is the Yamaraja, the king of death, as a conclusion of the wrathful one. The 2 deities behind you. If you can stop yourself and realize those 2 deities, the incarnation of Buddha, we also can be saved by the 2. But the final chance can be saved by Buddha directly. But at that time, we must try to back our way and jump into the arm of that Mahagala and Yamaraja. They cannot just walk and absorb you. No, you must try to do yourself. So more hard. It's very hard for us because the size is very, very huge. The sun is so long, so scared. Yeah, we try to escape. And finally, you are finding out there's a cave. You jump into the cave, then the cave is the womb of future mother. Or better, maybe some small, small house or a big mansion, a big palace like this. That means your karma make you to reborn as the God realms or Ashura realms. Yeah, the small house means the human realms. The cave means animal realms. Some land with a lot of rocks and some fire inside means the ghost realms or the human beings realms. If you jumped inside, no, there's no future Bardo at all. You just got direct rebirth. But if you can realize that Yamaraja or Mahagala is the Buddha's incarnation trying to save us, you will stop. Didn't jump into that future step. Then you face, like a Roman Catholic said, the final judgment. The Yamaraja will judge the karma. There's a book, and there's a, I don't know how to say, to calculate the weight like this one. Then there's a very big vision, like a mirror in front of you. The Yamaraja, look at the book. That book is like a bookkeeper for all the bad and good karma. You read one, so the vision get on the mirror. If you try to lie to Yamaraja, no, I didn't do that. I didn't kill them. I didn't lie. No, still there's a vision inside. You cannot escape. The vision coming out, if that is good karma, so the white stone get on the calculate. If the bad karma, it's a black stone go on the calculate. Like, I don't know how to say like those one. Scale. Yeah, scale. Then scale moving on. If the white one, right? It's the black one this way, white one this way. If the white one, like a mountains, grown up, so you can go to a higher one, at least the humans. But if the black one is heavy, so you're falling down to the lower realms and get rebirth according to the karma we accumulated. Yeah. No one can escape except us, Dharma practitioner. Yeah, we can escape because still we have some chance to save this fate. For the third battles, we call reimbursed battle. But it depends on our, we can say, back to our words, the perverse body's quality. If that perverse bodies, if we practice the Dharma very well, we can deposit some, you can say, memory or records in our subconscious. And this kind of subconscious, our Buddhists call alaya. Alaya. It's a special consciousness, unconsciousness, you can say. And this kind of unconsciousness, like a recording machine, to record all of the karmas, good or bad or mutual, inside. But if you can always chanting, this kind of chanting sound can get some recording in this alaya. And perverse body can get this function. So you can memory some words from your lamas, from monks, from teachers, from the priest. Then you are chanting. Yeah. If we fall into the third battles, reimbursed battle, if we still can memory some teaching, or if we still can chanting some mantra, like Om Mani Padme Hum, so we still can get some chance to transfer these circumstances. Actually, we can say it's like closing the door, closing the womb. According to the Tantra, the Bardo Thodol said, by the chanting, you can close the womb of your future mother. This is a very good method. Then you choose another higher realms. For example, the God realms. Or if your karma is not so perfect, you have to choose some good family in the humans. Yeah, the billionaire family, or the king's family, or the priest family, whatever it is. Yeah, because in the future life, you still get a chance to practice here, to learning the practice of the Dharma. You still get a future life's chance to get liberated. But it's a challenge, very big challenge. Because those karma we accumulate in previous life is so huge. At the third battles, all the karma just coming out and get affection on us. so huge. You have found it out, oh, so huge. It's very, very big burden for us. At that time, to clear all of this, no way. So, what you can do, it just depends on the power of your chanting and on your faith. If you get the faith on some specific deities, then you're chanting that mantra of that deities. The deities will try to help. For example, Guanyin Buddha. You're chanting Om Mani Padme Hum, chanting Om Mani Padme, chanting Om Mani Padme Hum. Then you will transfer the future mother and father into the Guanyin Buddha, Avalokiteshvara. If you can do this, you can close the door of future rebirth. You can stay back. But it depends on the level of Dharma practice. Like you have asked, if somebody passed, all the memory just lost. You cannot remember how to chanting. You cannot remember what you should chanting. So the problem is coming. We must chanting some mantra, even just one, to a very high level. Like the example the last week I gave, digging the hole, how to say, well, right? Well, digging a hole for the well. If you just dig one hole, there's no water, there's no water at all, so they give up. Then dig another hole, no water, give up. Dig another hole, no water, you give up. You cannot get a word at all. Same story apply. If you're chanting one mantra for some day, you say, no, there's no any response. There's no any sign of achievement. So I give up. Maybe that is not suitable for me. So change another one. Chanting some days. No any saying fast. No, give up. Chanting another days. So whole your life just try to find another new one. Finally, when you pass away to that stage, you will find it out in your alaya, there's no any mantra at all. Because if you want to deposit some mantra in the alaya, at least the number should be, I don't want to scare you for the billion, but at least some million, 1,000 million. Yeah. 1,000 million times. Is that correct? 1,000 million times. Yeah. 1,000 million times. Then we can successfully deposit that mantra in our alaya, this part, heart chakra. Then, okay, you get safe. Because even we pass away, we give up all the money, all the house, all the car. Even we give up this meat and blood body, we still get a mantra deposited in your alaya. And that mantra will help you in your future 49 days travel. Because if you can successfully deposit that mantra in alaya, in what kind of battle you get it up, you can chant it. For example, the second vision battle, you find out, wow, there's so many wrathful deities coming out. And some of them, at the final stage, some of them, Dakini, is the animal head Dakini. Animal head, lion-faced, the bird-faced, eagle-faced, crocodile-faced Dakinis. So scared. But if you can chant Om Mani Padme Hum, chanting sometime, then you look it back, all the wrathful deity changing to Guanyin, changing to Avalokiteshvara, so charming, so peaceful, so friendly, like a mother. Then you find out, oh, it's Guanyin. This Bodhisattva is coming to save us. So you didn't feel scared. You calm down. and stay and go back and walk to the house of Guan Yin菩萨. That's it. So simple, Sarah. Very simple to be saved. But it depends on level of chanting, level of practice. Yeah. Actually, it's not just the level of chanting. If you can chanting 1,000 million times, at that time, you already realized that the one who following you, try to catch you up, the one you think is yourself, that perverse body, subtle body, right? And the chanting, for example, Om Mani Padme Hum, the sound of chanting, the three is one. Is the one. Why there's so many vision coming out during our battle time? Can you tell me why? That's because our prana goes to different chakras. The prana go to the central channels, there's the pure light. The prana going up to the heart chakras, is the peaceful Buddhas coming out. The prana goes short, is the gurus, is we call wisdom holders chakra coming out, the mandala coming. When they're going up again to the brain, the rasva coming out, rasva deities. One by one by one by one. Then, when your prana go out of your crown, whole mandala get formed, banded together, like this mandala, a very big size. You have found it out? No, I didn't walk away. I just walk into the Lama Jayang's mandala, but it's a large size. This is Sangdoma, this is Guru Rinpoche, this is Yamadaka, this is Mahagala, this is Yamaraja, this is blah, 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 blah. You calm down. You find whatever you like. That lady is like a Sangdoma, Dakini, so you stay at the Sangdomas. Sangdoma just catch you up, then can sit. Yeah. This is we call practice. Very simple. But you should do, you should repeat always. Repeat 1,000 million times. Then you will find it out. All the Buddhas is the vision of Buddhas, the vision of Rasva deities, the peaceful deities, all the Dakinis, even the Dakini with the animal head. All the pranas from your heart. So, as a conclusion of today's teaching, I give the answer to that question you asked last week. We said the heart, you should mention the heart have several characters. One character is the emptiness. Today's teaching is an example. Because your heart got so many visions, the peaceful and the wrathful, blah, blah, blah. Why? They can changeable. They can change always because there's the emptiness. It is empty. The character is the empty, is emptiness. So they can change to different things, right? It's not fixed one. If that is a fixed one, it's just a table, always be a table. But actually it's not. Even the table, the character is the emptiness. Now I've broken it. Then put in my mandala of fire, burn it, it changing the fire. Finally changing the smoke. Then go away, empty. Even if the copper table still can work like that way. Because it's the emptiness. But it's not just the emptiness. We have another character, it is a light. So it means we can get formation. But that kind of formation, the component of formation is light. We can say, no, they are humans, or they are animals, or they are tables, or coppers and mantles, blah, blah, blah. They are not light. But actually we can say it's light. If you separate to the minimal mini part, you can find it out. The part is light. So all the light comes from emptiness. But the light is the incarnation of emptiness. If you want to feel or if you want to catch it up, the emptiness, the first concept, you should understand the light. But light has different kind of levels, right? It's a pure one. Then get polluted, then get polluted, then get polluted. When the light get polluted, it get heavy. Then combine them together, some material coming out. And that kind of materials is the earth, is our samsara world. So the process, we can say 5 elements transference. Why the 5 elements? Is the earth, the water, the fire, the wind, and some call ether, right? But we separate the ether. What is the ether? The ether, first level, the minimal level is conscious. Above the conscious is a subconscious. Above the subconscious, our Buddhists call monoconscious. It's like a subconscious. Then, above the subconscious is the unconscious. We call alaya. That is the recording machine is in us. That is the gamma accumulation called alaya. But it's not the final one. It is a polluting one because it's a record, right? Good things once, bad things like a warehouse, put everything together. All the garbage, all the crap, just put there, just put the corner, just put, accumulate, one by one. This life, next life, the next life, accumulate so huge. That is the object we should practice. We should do with. If we do it successfully, you can find it out. We clean the pollution, we clean the corruption. The final result we call Romo. Romo means in Sanskrit, means divine, like a Romo, like the hero of the Hindus. It refers to Buddha nature. So you will find it out, everything comes from the Buddha nature. But the Buddha nature is like a Buddhahood. It's empty, but it's covered everything. If a single planet gets some consciousness, then get polluted, get heavy, then it's separated out. But for Buddha, for the Buddha nature, Buddha tried to save us. And this kind of feeling we call compassion. So we can say each our existence of a self, ego, can be saved by compassion. So it's a New Maba's teaching. First is the emptiness, second one is light, then is compassion. We call compassion for everywhere. Yes, similar like the Christians' idea, the grace. Yeah. But it's not that creator's grace. It's like those kind of things. Because we were separated. Be apart from the Buddhahood. So how to return back? The first of all, by the compassion. By the faith. The compassion comes from the faith. You get compassion, you get the faith. You get the faith, you get the light. You get the light, you get the emptiness. Of course, the process needs a long time. Yeah, very long time. But still, it works. Yeah. The Bardo Thodol just gives a very good example how it works. Because we give up this human body, so we get a kind of temporary freedom out of this human body. You will find it out. all the three Bardos coming out. It's like this one. First is light. First is the light. Then is the vision. Vision like those existence. Then gathering birth. It's just according to this cell. Yeah. So as a Dharma practitioner, we should take those teachings, listening and understanding that, and always repeat these mantras, and give us a chance to transfer our mind and energy. I didn't refer to our human body. We will work on the energy levels, not just the meat and blood levels. Work on these energy levels. Then you can find it out. Those poisons of thinking just clean. Then the mind get pure and get light. Step by step, we can catch up those kind of feeling of light. When you catch up this feeling of light, congratulations, you are on the road to the final liberation. Yeah, for every religion's branch, the light is a concept. For the Catholic, for the Christian, for the Hindus, even for the Muslim, yeah, for the Buddhists, of course, the light is so important. Because the light is the true existent form, not the humans, meat and blood body, no, it's just a temporary one. Actually, it's just the byproduct. It's a waste byproduct. The true one is the light one. But light, for us, the light is so tiny, so weak, and polluted. So we should back to clean it. How? Of course, by the faith, but practically by your chanting. So chanting is the best way. So that's why Bardo Thodol. Bardo is the middle time. Thodol is what? Thodol is mantra. Chanting the mantra. That means chanting the mantra, you can save yourself or you can save others in the Bardo time. Yeah, that is the meaning. Okay, it's all for today.